Okay, guys, good morning. This is Miss Neville, and we're going to be learning how to divide with whole digit numbers. We've practiced with this a little bit during class, but I wanted to make a video that you can go back and look with Miss Neville teaching it to you myself. So, at the top of your page, please write dividing with whole numbers. Dividing with whole numbers. When we talk about a whole number, we're talking about a number that does not have a decimal. It's not shown as a decimal. It's a whole number. So for example, 1, 2, 3, or 4, these are all whole numbers. 4 and 2/10 is a decimal. This is not a whole number. And so we want to make sure that we're dividing with whole numbers today, and that's what we'll be doing. So let's get to work. We want to remember, just to go over when we're dividing without calculators, we want to remember that there are 3 parts that we have to remember when we're dividing. If we were to think of this as a house, inside of this house is our dividend, the outside of our house is our divisor, and the answer to a division problem is our quotient. So when you hear Miss Neville refer to those things, you want to make sure you have this in your notes. You'll know what I'm talking about, even though I'll give plenty of reminders. So let's get ready with our example 1. Example 1. So let's divide 246, which is our dividend. Let's divide that by 6, our divisor, so that we can figure out our quotient. Good job, quotient. So we want to make sure we remember there are 4 steps when we're dividing. First, step 1 is to divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and then we'll repeat if there are multiple digits in our dividend. So step 1, you'll always see Ms. Neville put a multiplication sign over here in the corner, okay, because it kind of reminds me to follow step 2. So step 1, I want to find out how many times will 6 fit inside of 24. I want to look at those first 2 digits. How many times will 6 fit into 24? When Ms. Neville says that, I'm really asking, 6 times what will equal 24? Can you tell me the answer here? 4. Very good. So I'm going to write 4. It's the first digit of my quotient. Okay, and so I followed step 1. I divided. Step 2 is to multiply. 6 times 4 is 24. I'm then going to follow step 3, subtract, and 24 minus 24 is 0. And then my last step, my fourth step here is to bring down my 6. So I start all over again. 6 divided into 6. How many times can that happen evenly? Remember, when Miss Neville's asking, what I'm really saying here is 6 times what number will give me the product 6? Can you tell me? Very good. The answer here is 1. And so I've divided. Now I need to multiply. And I'll restart my steps over here to have room. So I dragged that 6 up here, guys. 6 times 1 is 6. My next step is to subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. So I have no remainders. I hope this helps you. Please contact Ms. Neville through Teams or Schoology if you have any more questions. Bye-bye.